So LIFESTEAL SMPs are really popular at the moment. A lot of people have asked me how they can make their own server. Now, server making can be a little bit daunting if it's your first time, but today I'm going to show you how to do it yourself for free. Please like the video so YouTube's algorithm recommends it to others, and subscribe for more tutorials in the future. But without further ado, I'll let you guys watch the rest of the video. Also, side note, this is for the Java edition of Minecraft, not Bedrock, not Cracked. So today we are going to be exploring two hosts. The first is Minehut, the second is Server.Pro. Both of these hosts are free, and I'll explain the differences between the two. So if you already have a group of friends that you play with, or you know who you want to invite onto the server, I would recommend going with the Server.Pro option. It is 1 GB in RAM, $0, and you can have as many players as you want on the server. If you don't know who you want to invite, or you have a few friends but you want to invite more people, or you want to advertise your server as well, I would recommend going with the Minehut option. Minehut is really good because all the servers are connected together through a network. So when you're in the lobby, you can just advertise your server to anybody who wants to join, or you can have your server public as well and have random people join it. Now, the downside to that is that there is only a maximum of 10 players who can join the server. So if your server does get popular, only 10 people can join. So we're going to keep the plugins on this server to a minimum and only run what is essential. And for that, we are going to need the LIFESTEAL SMP plugin. You can search it up on Google. I'll also put a link to it in the description, but simply come to this Spigot page and download the LIFESTEAL SMP plugin. So the first server we'll start off with is the Minehut one. Everyone gets access to 2 servers. I currently have one here, which is a prison server, but you'll see I have a second one here as well. The first thing you will want to do is activate your server. This is one of the annoying things with Minehut. It does have ads every time you want to start up the server. And if your server is inactive for, I think, 2 hours, or if there's nobody on your server, it automatically shuts down. And that can be kind of annoying when running a server. But the way to prevent this is always have somebody active on the server. This is the main page. It can look quite a little bit intimidating, but you'll just want to make sure that the server type is set to paper and the version is set onto whatever you want. I recommend 1.17.1. Go ahead, update that, and then restart your server. So after your server has restarted, you'll want to come over to this file manager, click on plugins, and then click on upload file. And in here, you'll just want to upload your LIFESTEAL plugin that you previously downloaded. And once that's done, you'll want to restart your server again. Another thing you'll definitely want to do is op yourself. So come over to the console down here, and looks like I was already an operator. So there we go, the server is all set up. The IP address is up here. So let's take it and hop onto the server. Now in Minecraft, just come to your multiplayer screen, enter the server address, and then join it. And because the server is online, it should take us straight into the world. Here we go. We are in a brand new world. And if we take a look at the plugins, you can see the LIFESTEAL plugin has currently been installed. This server works automatically, so you don't need to run any commands. You don't need to give any players any permissions. This is an automated plugin. Now, another thing you can do is come over to the plugins section over here and actually go into the LIFESTEAL folder. You'll just want to open up the config. So this is the configuration for the LIFESTEAL SMP plugin. There are a few different options on the server to make it a little bit more exciting, and I recommend you take a look at them before you actually start. The first one is around spectator. Once you're eliminated from the game, if you set this to true, you'll be able to spectate the person who has killed you. If you change it to false, then it means you can spectate anyone you want. The second one is a ban option. You can make it so that if you're eliminated from the game, the player is banned off the server. We also have the health scale over here. So every time you lose a life, you lose a heart. You can change that as well. And the last thing is environment steals hearts. I would switch this to true. This basically means if you die naturally or lose a health to a mob, then you also lose a heart as well. Just go ahead and save that. Another important feature in the plugin is this recipes folder. Inside you can see there is a heart recipe, and this is for crafting custom hearts. So when you craft this heart, it'll give you another heart. Just enable it, either true or false, shaped, true or false, and this is the recipe. So 3 wide, 3 tall. We have ODO, DD, ODO. O's are obsidian and D's are diamond blocks. Just think of this as a 3x3 crafting table. Now that we've made some changes to the plugin, we'll just want to reload it. So you want to type /ls reload. And there we go, the plugin has reloaded. So now, as I said, if we're killed in the wild, it should hopefully remove a heart from our health. /kill. Bang. And now we only have 9 hearts. And this will go all the way down to 0. So as I said, there is also a custom crafting recipe, which you can edit if you want. But the one we have currently set is obsidian in the corner and diamond blocks around the side. And then we have a extra heart. You come here, use the heart, and now we have an extra heart, which you can see. If you unfortunately run out of all your hearts, you will be eliminated from the game, and your game mode is now changed to spectator mode. For a full list of commands, I recommend just coming to the plugins page, and you can see them all here. Now, the second host we're going to be using is Server.Pro. This one is going to be a lot easier to set up. You don't have to watch any ads or anything like that. Just come here, click on the $0 free 1 GB server, pick your host between either Canada or France, and then enter the details below. So we'll go with a paper server 1.17.169D4CB. Create server. This is our brand new server. First thing you want to do is just restart it so it's configured with the paper 1.17.1 file. So we'll just let the config do its thing. It's currently just creating the server for the first time. Shouldn't take too long. And it is done. So this is our server panel. We can just come over here to the plugins and search up LIFESTEAL. The first one that pops up here, LIFESTEAL SMP version 1.6.4 alpha is the one that we need. So we'll just go ahead and install it. And you can see that it has been installed. So we'll just go ahead, restart the server. We'll just want to come to the file section next. This is the same kind of layout as the Minehut server. All servers look like this. Come into the plugins, we have the plugin here. Again, we could have just drag and dropped it, but we installed it the other way. So come into your LIFESTEAL SMP plugin. We have the exact same config, so you can make some changes and then just save it. And we also have the recipes section as well, where you can come into the heartrecipe.json, same layout, make some changes and then save it. But we'll just go ahead and grab our IP address, and we'll also make sure that we have opted ourselves on the server. And now we are back on Minecraft. We'll go down here, we will install the server, and we will hop on. And there we go, we are on another brand new server. If we take a look at the server plugins, we have the LIFESTEAL SMP plugin. So there we go, that is it. Really simple explanation. As I said, 2 different hosts. We have Minehut and Server.Pro. If you know what you're doing, if you know who you want to invite, I recommend going with the Server.Pro option. You don't have to wait for the server to restart or watch any ads or anything like that. The other option was the Minehut server. Minehut is really good for finding new players and advertising your server within the network. But again, there is a limit. You can only have 10 people on it, and it does go into that hibernation phase. Also, I want to see what you guys come up with. So if you do end up making a server for yourselves, please leave the link to it in the description or an IP address, and I will join it and see what it's all about. I might even review it in a future video. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.